go on. Let's begin. You should propose the topic today.
Why I should?
Because you proposed it behind the scenes, like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. I would suggest discussing today what we do to maintain the passion and love in our relationship. Because that love is not something constant. It's, I don't know, like a plant. You should care about it, and it cannot exist without any care, attention, and love.
Okay. So, and also what should you do, especially in marriage? Yeah, because I guess more married couples meet with this problem than not married yet. Maybe, at least that's how I feel it.
As for me, I think that there is, it doesn't matter whether you are in marriage or not. It's a common problem in any romantic relationship, whether you're married or not.
Okay, yeah, but again, it's more common in the marriage because, especially from the man's point, because I don't know, we always have this idea that you need to do something that you need to initiate only at the beginning of the date, when you try to impress your future girlfriend or your girlfriend. But when you, I don't know, when you got together, when you live together, and when you married, well, for me, no one told me that you need to work on your relationships when you are married. I figured it out myself. And I guess that's the point with a lot of people.
Sorry for interrupting. It was a disappointment for you?
No, it wasn't. It's hard to tell. It wasn't a disappointment, but it was like, when you're washing dishes and someone puts another dish while you're washing. It was this kind of the same feeling, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, but basically, yes, I don't know. I tend to see that many people think about marriage as status quo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that you got married with your partner and you don't need to do anything more for your relationships. Well, maybe kids. Like the kids maybe is the next part.
Yeah.
But I guess, especially now when we have more couples that child-free, that dinks or something like that got married but live without kids, they have a lot of time together and they need to figure out how to work on their relationships in marriage. Because when you got kids, basically the kids are working on your relationships while you're in marriage. Like you don't have time and energy to do something else. But if you're alone, you need to work on your relationships.
And you need to take care about your partner and your relationship. Okay, what do we do in our relationship? First of all, I think we go on dates.
On dates?
On dates, yeah. And we are preparing surprising or something interesting, exciting to each other. On these dates or like without any reason, yeah.
Okay. Yes, without. Okay. I think it's not the first thing that we do. I think the first thing will be our discussions, like this one.
Mm.
I think that's one of the, like, at least I would put it first. Yeah. And then, of course, dates.
Okay, I'm not sure that I can arrange these things that we do in, I don't know, importance order. Yeah, I just would suggest naming them and discussing them without this importance range.
Okay, I was ranging them in terms of frequency.
Okay, yeah, I
But
would.
yeah, let's go without ranging.
I would totally agree that deep conversations are fundamental for our good relationship, for our understanding each other, because we are discussing everything, our thoughts, our emotions, our reactions on actions, each other's actions. Yeah. And I would say that one of the most important things that I knew during our 8 years relationship is that you should never blame your partner in anything. I prefer talk about my feelings, my thoughts from my perspective, how I feel, what I think, what I understand, and this is very helpful to find this, I don't know, compromise or balance. Yeah, because I do not have any purpose to blame my partner in anything. I just want to tell him about my thoughts and my reactions, that it's offensive to me.
Yeah.
Or I feel bad due to something, and then he could correct his behavior or not. We can discuss it and find a balanced compromise.
Okay, I guess it's one of the basic psychology tricks. I don't know how to tell it. Instead of pointing your emotion, especially negative emotion, your irritation, for example, towards the partner, you just state to him or her that you are irritated right now by your partner's actions.
Yeah, it's very common to me when I'm irritated or that I'm saying it out loud and ask not to touch me during a couple of minutes, just to keep calm.
Yeah, I can vouch for that. Okay, what else? Okay, talks, dates. What else?
Never blame each other or never insult each other. What are other rules in our relationship?
There are no rules.
Yeah, do not have any rules.
No, but yeah, we're not talking about rules, of course. We're talking about something that helps us to still be engaged in each other. Yeah. Yes, you can call it like that. What else? I think the common experience, because it's most of it is around a common experience, either good or bad experience, of course. But well, if it's a good experience, it will be better, because I think that the common experience is things that keep people together. And you need to try to create as much good and different common experience with your partner if you want to be close with him or her.
Yeah, common experience helps us to get common memories, share emotions, and it's really bonding, yeah.
Okay, bonding. Okay, we are both.
And it's really bonding.
Okay.
What else?
You are more emotional in a couple. You need to more about.
Come up with.
You can come up with more.
I know. It's willing to take care of your partner. without any reason. Of course, it became mutual, at least in our couple.
Yeah, I hope so.
But make small things, good things to each other. I don't know, small surprises, or even to prepare a cup of tea or coffee, or to prepare breakfast or dinner, to help if he feels exhausted and you feel better and you can do it instead of him. Something, I don't know, small things that we do every day. It's just like care, and it's very useful to keep up the relationship.
Okay, yeah, correct. I hope so. Okay, yeah, I guess small stuff counts too. Even though it's not very obvious for keeping your relationship, but I guess it counts.
For example, for me, I'm sorry for interrupting. It's very, very important, and these small everyday steps, everyday care about me is really, really important for me.
You can continue you're saying that it's really important for you, that I care about you, and now it sounds like I'm trying to push you into repeating that again, just for the sake of hearing it again, for some reason.
In this moment I feel so much appreciation and love that you read it for me. It's very romantic.
Okay. There is one more thing that I guess you can count, is plans for the future. If you have plans for the future where, like, common plans, where you're both doing something, where you're both planning to, I don't know, to go to another country, to change your jobs or something like that. This is also a very bonding thing, because you're projecting yourself into future, and you're projecting yourself with your partner into the future you want.
Yeah, completely agree. Or to have common goals, common plans, and common values is a really fundamental thing for relationship as well, especially during long-term relationships, because everyone is changing, and it's completely normal when your personal goals or values are changing and developing during this period of time. And if you're on the same page with your partner, it's crucial. Sometimes when you are not, it became a deal break. Sorry for my legal
It's not like
terminology.
Terminology. Yeah, deal breaker, correct.
And the reason for breakup.
Okay, so I plan to say something, but I forgot already. Okay, and what if not? Like, what if, for example, people change throughout their life? What if you enter the relationships as one person, and somewhere along the way, some of you changed? What next? What to do?
It depends on...
And you're not, sorry, and it's one of the partners change, and you are no longer compatible.
It depends on your choice. You have at least two different options here. Try to figure out how much do you value your you need to compare and choose. And as per me, I'm not sure what would be more important for me, but I admit that sometimes you just need, in any case, choose yourself, your personal goals, if they are completely different with your partner. For example, you want to have kids and your partner don't, and especially if you're a woman, it's okay to go out from this relationship.
Okay,
and if it's something not so important, not so crucial to you, I don't know, to move to another country or not, it's okay to reevaluate whether you could pursue this goal with your partner or it's completely inappropriate for you, and then again to make a choice. It's okay when you with your partner cannot live together your whole life. If something is changing and you're changing and you want something different, again, what do you think? What would you choose?
it depends, of course, on the circumstances, but I do not see, well, if you lost your feelings towards your partner, there's a very limited, at least for me, number of reasons to stay in these relationships. And like the common experience, the past that you already worked together, it is not one of them. I guess maybe one of the reasons to stay for me would be kids. Just to raise your kids in full family.
I talked about situations where you do not lost your feelings. I talked about situations when you developed in different ways, and it's very, very difficult to choose between your feelings to your partner and your personal goals, which are completely different.
Okay, I get it, but there might be a lot of discrepancies here in all of this situation, because again, if you developed the different way, you may lose your feelings, or you may not lose your feelings, but your goal is different. I was talking about the first case, and you was talking about the second. But if you're talking about your case, when you have different goals, but you still love your partner, I don't know. I kind of don't want to believe that that some consensus is impossible here. Like, if your two people who love each other, you can sacrifice your goals or partially your goals for your partner's goals, something like that. But again, I know that life can be different for a lot of people, and there might be situations like that. And to be honest, it's not. I don't think it's a good idea thinking about this in theory, because again, in theory, I can give you one kind of answer, but if, and I hope this will not happen, but if I got in this situation in practice, my answer might change. Again, depend on the circumstances of the situation.
You never know what you will choose if the situation happens. But don't like the cases when people sacrifice themselves towards your partner's goals, etc. Because I don't know, in practice, it's very common that these people would suffer from this choice, suffer that they didn't choose themselves and their dreams or goals. Of course, it depends on the situation, it depends on the choices, but if you sacrifice your big dream towards your relationship, I'm not sure that it's a good deal, good choice in your life. Again, I don't know. We have never faced with such kind of problem because usually for us it's pretty simple to agree on something, to choose our common goal in future, including immigration, including changing the profession, the career, including our personal businesses, etc. It's pretty easy for us.
I guess we lost our topic. Yeah. And it will be better to get back to it. If we, of course, have something else to say about it. Because again, it depends on the particular relationships.
Yeah, I would add that one more important thing is to not dive into the routine of this, home stuff, cleaning, cooking, etc., and do not do something else together, except for this.
Yes, or you can. Yeah, you can do it together. Like we tend to think that some of the I don't remember the correct word, but yeah, let's call it home stuff, is of course it's boring, but you need to do it. But again, you can do it with your partner. You can agree with your partner to try to cook some different food this time.
To share these things. I can cook something, my husband can clean the house, and we will minimize the time we are spending on this home stuff.
Okay, you're correct, but I wasn't talking about minimizing the amount of boring stuff. I was talking about you can bring joy, at least at some portion of this, and you can share this joy with your partner. Mm-hmm. Like again, the cooking is pretty simple example because you can agree, okay, let's try to cook something that we haven't tried ever today, and it will be interesting for both of you.
Yeah.
Like again, it's more complicated case with cleaning. I don't think you can do the cleaning interesting or enjoyable for both of us. The basic home stuff that you can bring joy into. Like the cooking is best and one of the easiest examples because again, you may together with your partner try to cook something that you haven't ever cooked before. Again, it's harder to come up with some idea with cleaning because it's not enjoyable for, I guess, everyone. But if you try hard enough, I think you can figure it out somehow. But yeah, you need to, I don't know, I would call it metaphorically bring a spark into some basic stuff.
Yeah, and convert it to common experience, enjoy this time together. I really like romanticize these little things in our life. To go for shopping to buy something cozy for our house, or cook together or anything else. It helps to feel that you live every day.
Yeah, that you live differently every day.
Yeah.
Because if you
And
those
enjoy
basic stuff, yeah.
your life every day.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Is there anything else?
I think about it.
Like routine, we are talked. I don't know. Like the most major stuff for me is experience, routine, and
Be interesting to your partner.
okay.
It's like a separate development or time, spending time without your partner, having your own hobbies, your own interests and passions. It's always interesting and attracting when your partner has something which he's obsessed with, his passion.
Okay. It depends, of course, on the range of this obsession. But yeah, I get what you're talking about. It's about not merging with each other as a couple, but again, stay as a separate persons with partially separate interests that you could share with each other. Again, I remember when we both were lawyers, and it was kind of boring to listen how each other days was, because again, they were, first of all, they were pretty similar, and second of all, I kind of like knew, at least for the most part, what you are going to tell me and what kind of matters you want to discuss.
It was very predictable.
Yeah, it was very predictable, and it was not so, I guess, interesting.
Yeah, and now when I'm learning programming and trying to build my own app, it's much more interesting to tell you something, how it works.
Yeah, even though I understand at least at most 5%.
Yeah, it's unfair that I understand almost everything you tell me, but it's not working with programming for you.
Well, what can I say? The woman should be unpredictable. No.
And have own secrets.
A lot of.
Yeah. Okay. That's it, or anything else came to your mind?
No, I think that's it. I don't have. It's pretty. I guess if there is, well, we agreed not to have any conclusions, but I will still come up with some. I guess it's not all of the things that helps to keep your relationship together is pretty simple, and it's easy to figure them out. It's hard to stay consistent with them.
Yeah.
Yes, because again, our routine, our work tend to take a lot of our time and energy. And we are not, most of the time, we are not thinking about relationships. We do not understand that relationships also need to be worked on, need to be invested.
Yeah. I don't have to remind myself about making something good for you or pay attention to you. But I have pretty the same problem with my relatives, because we live in another country, and it's always difficult to find time to call, to discuss something, to take care of them, to make a present, without any reason, etc., etc. And just to be consistent with this, just to love them in active form, show that I love them. I really plan this in my schedule. For example, that I just to remind myself not to forget about call, about anything else important for me and for them. And sometimes if you have really busy calendar, it could be helpful just to plan a little bit time for yourself and for your closed ones.
Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. It might work for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess that's all.
Yeah.